Good evening. A former Lynchburg councilman is expressing his disgust over the upcoming budget and a proposed plan to pay for it. Former councilman Jeff Helgeson sent a letter to City Council blasting a proposal to raise the real estate tax rate. ABC 13's Rachel Tillepaugh lays out the plans and the pushback.
Former councilman Jeff Helgeson is not at all happy with the tax structure advertised for this upcoming budget.
Shocked. My jaw dropped.
The city manager's budget proposal asks for an 8% increase over last year's budget. To cover it, council is considering a proposal to increase the real estate tax rate from 89 cents per $100 of assessed value to $1.025.
And which groups of people do you think that this real estate increase could hurt, and which do you think it could help?
I think the real estate tax increase is going to hurt anybody that owns property. That could be individuals, even individuals that are renting the property, because they're going to have to raise they don't just eat that extra 34% tax increase. They're going to raise the rents on their leasees and their renters.
Recent reassessments increase property values, so to equalize the tax rate, meaning to keep property owners paying about the same as last year, the city would need to drop the rate to 77 cents per $100 of assessed value. But some on city council are concerned it wouldn't bring in enough money to fund the city manager's proposal, so Councilman Chris Feraldi came up with a different tax cut to offset that increase.
Well, this whole budget process, we've been struggling with the idea of finding actual tax relief, not just equalization. I believe Lynchburg can and should cut the car tax, and you'll get a tax cut. In some cases, I believe you'll actually be paying less taxes to the city versus if council just equalized the real estate rate and did nothing else.
Helgeson thinks this plan is flawed.
Real estate appreciates in value. It's called real property because it appreciates. What do cars do? Every mile that you drive that rascal down the road, it's worth less and less.
But the deadline to finalize a budget is quickly approaching, and council is going to have to make a decision.
What do you think that council can come together to get this budget completed and approved by July 1st? Where do you think that there can be common ground found?
Well, I think the compromise is equalization. That's the rate that ensures that City Hall continues to get the amount of money they got last time. In fact, they actually got more, and they spent more with equalization.
I reached out to council members Reed, Feraldi, Wilder, and Mayor Taylor to see how they plan to vote on the real estate and car tax. None responded. Deemer says he will consider voting to end the car tax, but wants a budget with equalization for real estate. Mischens and Timmer are both pushing back on the car tax proposal because of how it's framed with the higher real estate tax. You can weigh in at the public hearing, which is a week away from today on Monday, June 23rd at 7 p.m. Back to you.